Now, remember in your Amazon settings to set a deposit method because this is where Amazon is going to send you your payouts. We already talked about that earlier in this video. Just make sure that you have that set up. And I do want to make a couple more things clear. Then I'll show you some extra settings inside the AutoDS system. But a lot of people always ask me, what about the whole taxation? I already showed you how Amazon charges the buyer tax when they're buying from you, and then they take away that from your sell. So I didn't have to do anything. The customer purchased the product from my Amazon store. Amazon charged them tax and took that tax away from me. So I don't have to deal with any of that. But there's other types of taxes that you need to be aware of because you are running a business here. So this is not financial or legal advice, but basically you know that Amazon handles the tax collection for you. What Amazon doesn't handle for you are things like your income tax. So you need to have an accountant here that takes care of your income tax. If you don't have an accountant, you don't really need one if you're not making any sales or profits yet. But once the sales and profits start to come in, you will need to look for an accountant and tell them the type of business model that you are running. And they'll tell you exactly what you need to do, all kinds of statements that they need to see at the end of the month or half a year or at the end of every year. They'll walk you through the process. It's actually pretty simple once you do it once. And that is pretty much all that there is to it. So a few extra settings that I want you to know on AutoDS. The most important thing that you need to focus on once your Amazon seller account is verified is product research. Put down the hours, put down the weeks, put down the months of work, because that is what's going to make you the sales at the end of the day. Everything else is being organized for you over here, all the pieces of the puzzle, so that you can stay focused on growing your dropshipping business on Amazon. When your store becomes successful, you can open more stores. You can also look at other selling channels, more suppliers, more products. Everything else is automated so that you can continue growing. All right, let's go to AutoDS really quick. Now, go to your AutoDS settings. We went over the supplier settings. We went over the lister settings every time you list a product. We went over the pricing and the orders, but you also have the lister settings. So the default product quantity, you set that here. Remember that we are choosing which supplier we want these settings to apply to and to which store. So right now it's AliExpress China to my Amazon store. Every time I list a product, I want a default product quantity of how much. So I usually go for 10. Shipping methods, cheapest with tracking is fine. And you have advanced lister settings. I wouldn't have allow duplicates on because there's no reason to add duplicates. Allow out of stock variations is fine because when they go in stock, then it'll be in stock in your store as well. Add categories to tags is a nice thing to have. You saw how there's tags when I'm uploading products. You can add more tags and then you can see them in the products page to easily analyze products according to tags or any other filter that you want to have there. Allow Vero block keywords. I wouldn't allow this. So if there's any products that you're not allowed to resell, having this on will allow those products to be added. I don't want that to happen. And last but not least, under lister, stock monitoring, price monitoring, that is absolutely fine. Then you've got pricing, orders, which we already went through, and general, you don't really need to touch this when dropshipping on Amazon. Next, you've got automations. So here you can set a pricing automation for your products. Now, I already talked about this. I told you that I'm going to show you. So let me show you how that's done. I'm going to click here on add automation. Now, again, this is going to add a pricing automation to my store. I'm going to call this Amazon store price automation. And basically what this does is it finds a sweet spot for pricing your products. Let me show you exactly what I mean by that. So here, you can raise price by sales performance. So every time I have a product that sells more than, let's say, 2 times every 7 days. So if it sells at least twice a week, then I want you to increase the price by 5% each time up to a limit of 20% because I don't want to be too high. I don't want to not be the cheapest in the buy box anymore. So set your limit here. And you can also do it on a fixed price, but I'm going to leave that on 0 for now. Okay, and next, same thing happens if the product is not selling. So decrease the price by sales performance. By the way, you can toggle them on and off. When you are selling less than 1 time every, let's say, 14 days. So if my product doesn't sell at least 1 time every 2 weeks, then I want you to reduce the price by 5% down to a limit of, let's say, 20% because I don't want to end up losing money on an order. And again, same thing for fixed price, which right now I'll just put on 0 just for demonstrational purposes. I'm going to click on next. And now it's asking me to select products to assign this rule to. So I can do it to the products that I added to my Amazon store and click on finish. And now I've got my Amazon store price automation set there. So now it's simply going to find a sweet spot. Hey, if I'm selling a product well, let's increase the price so that I can make more profit every time it sells. And if it stops selling, let's decrease the price down to a certain limit so that I will find that sweet spot where it will continue selling. So this is what the price automation is here to do. Next, I'm going to skip on columns that are not relevant for dropshipping on Amazon, like templates. Keywords, you can blacklist a certain keyword from being added to your store. Plans and add-ons, you already know, you got your Amazon plan, and you do want the orders processor, and of course also the product finding hub if you want access to all of the product research features that you saw here, besides the marketplace, which is included with your AutoDS subscription. But the rest of the product research methods that you have there, like the handpicked products, ad spy, trending products, TikTok analytics, will require the product finding hub add-on. Besides that, you've got the orders processor. That's all that you need for perfect automation. Account and billing will have your account information and the times you paid AutoDS and for how much and when you paid. So you have all of that information here. You can download your invoices here. So this is your billing history with AutoDS. Next, you've got users. So this is where you can add virtual assistants to help you with your business. What is a virtual assistant? It's somebody that you hired and you're paying them an hourly or a global salary to help you do certain things on your AutoDS account and on your Amazon selling platform. So here, for example, you're going to click on add user and you're going to give him a name. So let's say this one is John Smith. Write his email. Designate a password for your virtual assistant. And here you can give them access to either all of your stores or a selected store. So let's say I have a whole bunch of stores, but I only want him to have access to my Amazon store. So that's the one that I'm going to choose. You can also choose multiple stores, but we're going to give John only access to our Amazon store at the moment. And then what do you want him to have access to? To view your dashboard, to view and edit your active products, to view, edit, and delete your drafts. Same for orders, to take care of customer messages and cases. Even though this is more relevant to be done on Amazon and not through AutoDS, this is more relevant for eBay dropshippers. View and import your untracked listings, list new products, which is super important. This is, I think, the number one reason why you'd want to have a virtual assistant on Amazon. And active products or untracked products, and view and edit your settings. So I'm going to give him access to all of that because let's just say I really trust John. So I'm going to add the user, and that's great. Now all I need to do is tell John, hey, go to platform.autods.com or autods.com, click on login, and use this email and password that I designated for you, and they'll have access to your AutoDS account, to the specific places that you gave them access to, and they can start doing the work for you. So go to the marketplace, go to the handpicked products, trending products, get more winning product ideas, go to Amazon, search for that product, sort by new arrivals, and try to enter each and every buy box that you see there, see which ones are enterable, the ones that you actually can enter, and save that on the side, find the source, put one and one together, add them to your Amazon store, and start making your sales. This becomes really easy after you do it a couple of times. The sales will start coming in, as will the profits, and you will enjoy every step of the way. All right, so back to the AutoDS settings. We went over users. We went over buyer accounts, which is good for automatic orders. Notifications, you can enable this if you want to receive email notifications when certain things happen on your store. So for example, here on the frequency, I'm just going to put it on a daily basis. So you can choose daily, weekly, or monthly basis, and the email address that you would like to get notified every time one of these things happen. So on orders notification, when a new order comes in, when an order failed to process, when an order succeeded to process, and when a tracking number has been updated to your order. And for monitoring, every time a stock status change on your store or if a price change on your store, you can get notifications for those as well. So toggle on or off whatever notification you would like to receive to your email on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Write the email here, save it, and you will start getting those notifications. Last but not least is your store settings, which we have here. So let's go ahead and click on our Amazon store here on the left side. So here you can do things like renew token, resync the store if that needs to be done, if there's any kind of issue, and the support team might tell you to do that. So this is where you can do that. You can also do it by clicking on your store up here and clicking on the three dots right here. And you can do things like renew and resync the store here and go to the settings. You also have the branding settings. So this is where you can upload the logo of your store. So you're either going to drag and drop it here or click to open up your browser window and select your store logo. And this, of course, is good. If you remember well, let's test your memory right here. So if you go with a private supplier on AutoDS that has customizable branding like this one right here. So if you import this product to your store and you sell it and you fulfill the order using Fulfilled by AutoDS, it will be sent out with the logo that you uploaded on the settings page right here under store settings. And right before I sum up the video, I refreshed and all the products are now active on my store. It took me a minute to add them and about an hour for it on Amazon to move to active status. So really, really quickly. And now all the products are active on my store. And last but not least, good luck with your Amazon dropshipping business. I know that you're going to be successful and I can't wait to hear about your success story. Good luck, take action, start now, and I'll see you on the other side.